Greetings, aliens. It is me, your one and only host, Miss Ella Sanchez of the Nadie Preguntó podcast, because truly nobody asked for this podcast whatsoever. But I'm having a blast and I hope you are too. Friends, I'm going to be talking a million miles a minute because I, one, took my energy drink today quite later for my tasting. And also, I do have a million things to do. So props to me. It's Friday, October 3rd. He asked me on October 3rd what day it was. If you know that reference. If you don't, sucks. But anyways, guys, today is going to be a fun episode. It's going to be funsies. It's a part 2 from my last episode. If you haven't listened to that one or watched it, you should get on that. Okay, we have to have reading comprehension. I know it's a dying subject and a dying art, but it needs to be done. But for those who are new, hello, hi, welcome. I talk about a lot of nothing, but the occasional something every now and then. And if you're returning, hi, how are you? I hope that everything you're aspiring for in your life is going well. I hope that whatever you're aspiring towards is coming to you. I hope that only good news comes your way. And I hope that everything is just going overall well and healthy for you. So, this intro, I don't want to make it too long. I do want to address a couple things real quick. If you see my right hand, yeah, long story short, I was at the gym, trying to better myself as a woman, as a baddie, as myself, as a gym goer myself. Then some fool decides to drop a fucking weight plate on my hand, hence my bruise. So we're lucky it didn't break. Okay, knock on wood. But it's been a rough couple of days. It happened on Monday, and it's Friday. So it's a interesting time. So if you see a bruise on my hand, on my right hand where my watch is, just know it's okay. I'm not dying. Knock on wood, obviously. But we are very happy to announce that there are no big news aside from that. It's been a tough week. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. But did you ask? No. And this intro, once again, too long. So with that being said, y'all, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. It's meant to be super funny. It's meant to be super silly. So grab your favorite drink, grab your favorite beverage, your foods, snacks, if you will, and just lay back because once again, y'all, I upload on Sundays because it is the day of rest. And if you don't rest that day, maybe you can at least if you work on those days, because I know a lot of people that do work on Sundays, which is awful, by the way. Nobody deserves to do that. But if you work on a Sunday, just know if you need a permission, I'm going to give you the permission. Be lazy today. Even if you're at work, do it half-assed. You can do that shit on Monday and you can actually put some effort in. But as of Sunday, you do not have to. But nonetheless, y'all, I'm going to see you guys in today's episode, and I will see you in the next segment. And we're back, ladies and gents. So as we all know, I do need to address that one, the lighting for anything I've ever done in my Instagram, any video I've ever made in my entire life just has terrible lighting. I just have the unfortunate truth of that. So forgive the lighting. We're going to work with what we have. Second, I am using a Rock Band Wii microphone because it looks official and it looks fun. So I don't want to hear anything. And then we're going to also address that, yes, all of my notes are always on my handy-dandy iPad. And once again, if you didn't make it past any point of this episode, my hand is bruised because I had some fuck-ass fool at the gym drop a fucking weight plate on my hand. Once again, not broken. And there we go. But anyways, y'all, this is a part 2 of the past episode of fall ins and outs for 2025. First, part 1 last week was the ins, what I personally want to see that's in for fall 2025, and some were onward, some of them are just more of a trend. I usually like to approach this trend with what I want to keep seeing that's not just only for fall, just fall 2025 and onward. And then this also applies for fall 2025 and onward for the outs. So last week was what's in for me. Once again, to reiterate, for me, myself, and I. And then this week also applies. Same rules, same ideologies, same concepts. What is out for fall 2025 and onwards? And they are in no particular order. The only thing that is in orderly fashion somewhat are I always start with fashion trends. So we're going to start with a preface really quick. These are meant to be silly times. These are my preferences. These are my opinions, because apparently the second you have an opinion on the internet, it's a problem. So suck my wiener. But anyways, y'all, like I said, the only thing that's going to be in orderly fashion is going to be my fashion ins and outs. I always start with fashion ones. So my fashion outs to begin with, and then we're going to get into the rest of the outs for me. Okay. Fashion outs. I mentioned it last episode. Leggings are like as an outfit whenever they're styled formally. Because whenever I see leggings, like people that wear leggings and heels, you're making me upset because you're wearing two different types of genres of style and you decide to put them together and that doesn't look cute to me. I don't care how many times you try to convince me. There's not one argument on this planet Earth that I will fall for that propaganda. I don't want to see it. Put that shit away. Put on some fucking regular pants. Don't make me upset. Leggings are not that comfortable. Oh, I said it. Oh, most leggings I own are not comfortable because they're not meant to be. They're meant to be compressive. For the like inspiration of leggings were meant to be very compressive, or at least that was the big roaring of the late 2010s into the 2020s. Because girl, 90% of the leggings on this market right now are so tight on every part of your body. It's cute when you want to like have that silhouette, but what if I want to wear something a little bit looser? Sometimes you want like a little bit form fitting, but not so much. So there's that. That's just a personal preference. Like my wiener. Thank you. Because if I see any of you bitches putting leggings and heels together, and I also see the fucking brand logo on the back of your leggings, and you say some fuck ass shit like it's Alpha Lee, hey, you're making me upset, and it looks tacky and ugly, and I hate it. There's that. Number 2, any clothing that looks too tight at the body and your entire body is spilling out of it. Like, listen, baddies, my thick bitches, my thick baddies, I hear you, I see you, and I validate you. Okay. Sometimes it's a little hard to find that size, okay? But I'm talking for the bitches that do it on purpose. All right? Look, I get it. I have legs for days, girl. Genetically speaking, the legs don't lie. I got quads, I got hips. It is not my fault. And it's not you listening to this, most likely your fault either. But what I'm not going to try to see is I'm not trying to have you wear a size large or XL knowing it might not look comfy and cozy. It's okay to wear that XXL, girl. Does that mean it's your actual size? Probably not, but doesn't it feel way more comfortable? Because for me, it does. Technically, if we're going to be honest, I think I'm a size like large and XL, but I always go for the highest size in anything that I buy because it gives me more room. It gives me room to breathe. If I decide to eat a pollito a la brasa con papas y arroz, I will have enough room when I get bloated. Thank you. Thank you so much. Because it just doesn't look comfortable. Like every time I see a baddie and her entire shorts are literally in her ass. I'm talking like from like where the shorts cut at the like quad up into the booty. Girl, I know for a fact you're not comfortable and you're not letting that girl breathe. You're not letting Miss Girl down there breathe, and it does not look cute. That's why honestly I stopped wearing like shorts to the gym like when I have leg day, because all they would do is roll up and I was just kind of over it. I was like, you are annoying me and you're in the way. So nah. I will spend a lot of good money on shorts that don't roll up, that are made of a different material, but that's just me. Number 3 for fashion, conservative fashion overall. I don't want to see it. I just don't. I don't want to see your reasoning for wearing like Hansel and Gretel, like we're in the Smithsonian. Like, I don't want to see none of that shit. I don't want to see you wear like church core in the like 30s and 20s and 30s. I don't want to see some ancient textbook type shit, some farm girl aesthetic that you're wearing a dress that covers your entire body. Like the neckline is up to your fucking nose. Like, I don't want to see that shit because one, it's ugly, always has been, always will be. 2, you think you're eating that idea up of conservatism when in reality, I don't want to see that shit either. I just don't like what it symbolizes. I don't really give a shit. I don't care if you're conservative or not. Nobody cares if you're conservative and you want to wear like more clothing. I never asked, nor do I care. And honestly, I do want to see some ass when I'm out. Oh, did I say that part out loud? And I meant it, by the way. Like, pick me bitches think they're so special because they are conservative and they want to wear things that don't show off their body. Girl, if it's like an insecurity thing, girl, we've all been there. There are moments where I wish I could go on a night out and just wear sweatpants and call it a night. Listen, I get it. Maybe you're feeling a little bloated that day. You want to, hide a little bit. I get it. You want to put on that big ass hoodie. I get it. Or you want to get away with not being able to wear a bra and you want to wear something even like more hiding your body. Sure. That's fine. You have my support there. But if you're thinking you're over here bed or being like, yeah, my man doesn't let me wear things that show off my body because that's just disrespectful to him. I don't know about you, but quite honestly, can your man fight? Oh, he can't, clearly. Girl, if you're in danger, blink twice type shit. I don't want to see the ugliest dresses known to man on some farm core shit. I don't want to see that. I just think it's so ugly. What it symbolizes is hideous. And free the titty, honestly. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. As long as you don't got that meow meow out, girl. When I saw, oh my god, what is her name? She's like Kanye West's like ex recent beau or whatever, his recent ex or something. She went to some fuck ass award show and she quite literally had her whole cooter out, like meow meow meow, row row row. When I tell you I do not support all women, some of you bitches are annoying and some of you bitches are very dumb. Because like, listen, I'm all for like showing that shit off. I'm all for, not being as conservative, but baby, there is a line. And that to me was crossing it. I was like, oh, see, that's what we're not going to do. I don't know what's so hard to understand about being a little slutty versus thinking that showing off your cooter is the vibe. You thought you did something. And there was a lot of baddies in the comments being like, you guys don't get the vision. You guys don't get it. Look, I get the vision. I understand the reasoning. But do I agree with it? No. Find that middle ground for me, will ya? Thank you so much. Listen, another thing for fashion outs, buying outfits just for a trendy video. That's like literally all of TikTok is. Like, that's all I see. Or at least when it first started, when TikTok was first popping off, people being like, this core, farm core, clean girl aesthetic core. Like, I don't think you need to buy a whole new outfit that I know you can't afford. Not knocking you, by the way. It's just honesty. It's okay to be honest about where we are in our lives. And then you wear it for one video and you just let it sit in your closet for God knows however many years until you decide to finally open that shit up. Like it's all reliable and SpongeBob type shit. Listen, girl, if you're actually going to wear the shit that you buy after making the video, by all means, you can tell me to shut the fuck up and suck your dick from the back. I understand. But 90% of the time, you guys are buying these ugly ass outfits, by the way. And look, some of them are cute. Some of the outfits are very cute and put together and you put some thought into it. But I know for a fact you're not going to wear that corset in your house whenever you don't go out with the baddies that night. Like, I know you're not going to wear that lace corset that's literally squeezing your entire organs from the inside out. And I know you're not going to wear it again. I just know you aren't. Don't lie to me. You're spending all this money and for what? Exactly. I know which one of you guys. I can always tell too, by the way. I can always tell, bro. I can always tell when I see these type of videos where it's like farm core, clean girl aesthetic, ballet, Pilates, princess core. Like, I know which ones are the bitches that are gonna just do it for the video and throw this shit away and never wear the outfits again. And I know which one of you guys are actually gonna stick to it and keep the outfits and wear them, not in a video setting. Like, you're actually gonna wear it to your workout class later that day. Oh, you're actually going to wear it to the gym. Oh, you're actually going to wear it when you're running errands. Oh, you're actually going to wear it for X, Y, and Z out and about when you're not filming it, by the way. That's my only thing. If you're just buying the clothing and the outfit ideas just so you can make an outfit and never touch the garments again, hey, you know what? We got to bring bullying back and I'll find it. I'll find a way. Thank you so much. Last on my fashion outs. Brace with me, fashion community. I know I'm going to say something very controversial. Tabbies. Oh, tabbies are so fucking ugly. Those horseshoe type of shoes. I don't even want to hear me out. I don't want you to show me, no, I was the same way. And then I found these pair, like somebody showed me. I don't want to hear it. They're hideous. They're so ugly. It makes me angry, actually, because I'm finally realizing that they're becoming a timeless trend now. Like, it's no longer something trendy that happened back in like mid 2020s, like, or like early 2020s. Like, it's very much like still going on. Like, the day they dropped the internet was the day I kept seeing them. And to this day, I still see them everywhere. But the funny thing is, though, I haven't seen them in person, really. So you might have to figure that out, because I never see tabbies in real life. Like, I never have. I feel like I just never have. So it has to be like an internet facade. I know the baddies are out there wearing them proudly, which honestly, I'd bring some shame into that. But they're so ugly. And before you say, you just don't get the vision, you don't get the vision, I do. You, like, whoever invented them, they wanted to try something new. They wanted to try something original, never done before. A new type of inspiration, a new silhouette. Cool. I admire that. But that doesn't mean I have to like it. Oh, I said it, because they're so ugly. 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 Hideous. Makes my brain hurt. Better than like wearing a sneaker with some nice pants, sure. But you can wear loafers. You can wear nice, like, dress shoes. You can wear quite literally anything else aside from the sneakers with a nice pair of pants. But no, you guys decided to ruin my day with some fuck ass tabbies. No, babe. You're making me mad now. And they're hideous. I will never hear anyone's hear me out, hear me out. No. I won't hear you out, actually. I'm going to block you, and I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it. Get that shit off of my page. Get that shit off of my face immediately. Thank you so much. Now for the rest of the outs for me. Labubus. They're so ugly. They're hideous. They're demonic to me. I love how, like, most of the community, like, that's Latino, that sees them, they're like, oh my god, brujeria, el demonio. And I'm like, I don't necessarily agree with that sentiment, but like, high key, I'm a hater in that aspect. So yeah, I'm actually gonna agree. They look psychotic. They look terrifying. You couldn't have picked any other thing to make trendy. You could have just picked trolls, like, with the crazy like hair, and they're like the size of like a fucking dime. You guys couldn't have picked those to come back, but no. You guys couldn't have picked silly bands. No, you guys chose Labubus. La bye bye. I will not be elaborating further. They're so ugly, and they've been ugly. Won't hear you out. You will never catch me with a Labubu. I think they're so hideous. And quite honestly, they are not worth, like, I'm seeing people buy $1,000 worth of them. We need to bring back bullying. Oh, it's my adult money. I can do what I want. I understand, baby girl. I'm not hating. It is your coin. But that could have been on iced coffee. Oh, that could have been on a meal that day. Oh, that could have been maybe, I don't know, an emergency fund for your pet. A savings. Your Roth IRA that you don't even know how it works yet, clearly. But that's just me, once again. Okay. This is my favorite one. One of my favorites in my outs list. What's really out? Listen, I don't want to hear you fall whores claim August as fall. No. That's what we're not going to do. If I hear one of you bitches that are obsessed with fall, that love fall, are like, oh my god, it's fall time. The second the clock strikes 12 midnight, August 1st, you bitches are on some Halloween shit. You bitches are on some fall shit. Baby girl, it's 95 degrees outside. What are we on? What the fuck do you mean? It's fall. No, baby girl. No, it's not. No, it's not. I don't want to hear your debates. I don't want to hear your no, hear me out. I don't want to hear that shit. I won't be listening, actually. It, like, honestly, I never fall for rage bait. Like, I never do. Like, whenever I can tell something is obviously rage bait, I just scroll away. I ignore. I really never fall for it. But the one thing that really does get me in regards to rage bait is when you dumb fall bitches over here being like, August 1st, yeah, let me get my fall decor, pumpkin. Oh my god, I love Halloween. Baby girl, you are sweating the second you step outside. I know you live in Tampa, Florida. Don't make me mad. I know you live in a humid ass environment. If you don't believe that climate change is real and global warming is real, do you not know that half of my summer in my own living environment of California, Los Angeles County, when I walk outside that door, it's like pitch black in the morning and it's cloudy. I'm over here thinking, it might be cold outside. It gives cold. It gives twilight when it's outside, bright and early in the morning. It's not even bright. It's fucking cloudy. I'm over here thinking, it must be cold. No. I walk outside, 65, humid. I feel the water, the dew point. And you're over here talking about, it's fall. No, bitch. It's not. As I'm recording this, it's October. Yes, you can now say it's August, or you can now say it's fall. It's fall. No. You can say that now. You don't have to say that in August. The second September 21st hits midnight, then you can say it's fall. Then you can say that. I even saw on like Instagram today, I had to double check. I have to like Google it for sure, but I'm not going to be surprised if I find out to be true, that New York is supposed to be like warmer this fall. What the fuck do you mean bundle up? What the fuck do you mean fall vibes? Babe, fall is the new summer. That's how hot we're getting. If you didn't believe climate change and global warming were real, baby, go ahead and keep a little track list in your mental notes. Every fall, I call that summer in Los Angeles, baby girl. Every morning when I've woken up, even when it's not cloudy and dark outside, even now, it's humid. What the fuck do you mean fall? Just next week is going to be 80s in Los Angeles. Don't make me upset. Just don't make me mad. You're upsetting me. And I'm not happy about it. Why on earth would you wish for colder weather? What's wrong with you? Oh, I could go on about that. I could literally dedicate a whole I could dedicate a whole other separate podcast to how much I hate when bitches do this. I love to hate it. Look, I'm not a hater, but sometimes my Aries moon, y'all. I was talking to my other bestie this morning about being a hater, or last night, something like that. He's an Aries. I love me an Aries. I'm a Gemini. I love me an Aries, bitch. We're both insane. And I have an Aries moon, and I'm so happy to have Aries in my chart. It's just a privilege. And one of my closest friends for many, many years, Eric, I love you dearly. He was telling me something that was clearly not really that serious. And I was like, babe, did it ever occur to you that it's never that serious? He's like, mind you, I don't know if you've known, I'm a hater. I'm like, period. Like, we love an honest king. We love an honest man. Like, we love honesty. We love knowing that we're the problem and we can actually face that. Yup. Talk it out. Yup. Talk your shit. And then today, I got really upset about something that's so not serious. And I was like, wait, no, pause. That's just my Aries moon. Okay. Because my lovely friend Eric was like, oh my God, okay. This one song by Taylor Swift kind of eats. I'm like, no, I'm not going to listen to it. I'm not going to hear you out off her whatever fuck ass album that just dropped. I don't care. I don't know. And he was like, no, but this one's like, okay. I'm like, mind you, did you forget? I'm a hater. Like, did you forget I have an Aries moon and I hate things that I don't need to? Yeah. One thing I will hate, I will always be a Taylor Swift hater. Oh my God, there is nothing remarkable about that woman. There is nothing remarkable about her music. If you're not playing early Taylor, like after the song Red by Taylor Swift came out, I just stopped caring about her entirely. She fell off the face of the earth for me because there was nothing that could top that. Listen, Red, loving him was red. Don't understand that sentiment, but it was a bop to me. That was it. But if you're playing Teardrops on My Guitar 15, yeah, those are some Taylor Swift bops. I'll give her that. Like her early music when she was still country. Yeah. I'll hear you out. That shit was good. Teardrops on My Guitar? Yeah. We're talking about that. I don't play about that song. But anything new? You lost me. But anyways, my next thing. ClassPass, I said this like the ins, because I also said ClassPass is in, but I also said why it was out. And here's why. It's in and out, okay? I said it's in because I actually got my laser hair removal appointment today. I had it and I loved it, and I used what? ClassPass for it. Can't even hate from the club I'm already inside of. Like, I'm saving so much money, y'all have no idea. And I think it's also out because it's not in regards to like something like as a great service as that. That's like also like big props to like my like laser hair removal place that's even on ClassPass, because a lot of places that are on ClassPass do lose a lot of money. I can go into that a whole other conversation. I know a lot of studio owners, like fitness studio owners, a lot of them are like 50-50 on the whole conversation of like ClassPass and putting their studios on there, because they do lose some money in there. But that's a different convo for another time. But ClassPass is out solely for the reason because, as I mentioned last episode, there are studios that sometimes they will leave a lot of room in every single fitness studio class that they have to have as many people from ClassPass join the class as much as like the capacity permits. Like, let's say if we're talking about Legree for my fitness baddies, okay, if you know, you know, there can be 10 reform or mega formers on the Legree class. Let's say 5 slots are for ClassPass members, and then the rest is like free for all type shit. A lot of studios on ClassPass, they don't even give you like 2 slots. And I'm actually just guessing because I had to Google this. It really just depends, obviously, on the studio and how many of each of their slots they want for each class. So let's say at my local studio, it's like Hunger Games up in that bitch. Oh, it is Hunger Games. I'm over there when I want to get a class because everything looks like it's booked. Everything looks like it's full. Then I open the app of the fitness studio that I always go to, like their direct app, their direct booking app, and I see 5 slots are open. But on ClassPass, it tells me, oh, it's sold out or it's full. Then I'm like, that doesn't really make any sense. The math is indeed not mathing. And the reason it says it's full is because the ClassPass slots are full. Let's say they only allow 2 people of ClassPass to take their class, each class at every different hour. And then the rest is like if you have to buy a class or you have to be a member, it's like a boutique fitness like studio. You have to have you have to pay money, not ClassPass credits. And so that's what I mean when it's out, because they only give like 2 or 3 slots most. And then me, since if I want to take a class, right, and I have the credits, I have to sit my ass in my house, stalking my phone the night before. It was the night before ClassPass members canceled their class. I'm sitting there like I'm fucking Dr. Doofenshmirtz from Phineas and fucking Ferb, sitting there, cooking, doing my daily routine, just stalking my phone, praying someone decides to cancel the class I want so I can grab their little slot and it's mine. And when I tell you, yeah, it's Hunger Games up in there, because I know other people are doing the same thing. You want to know how I know that? Because the second I get a notification that the class I want to join is open, I immediately open the app and it's already booked by somebody else. Yeah. So ClassPass, if you want to sponsor your girl, I'm here. I will do amazing PR for y'all if you decide to sponsor me and give me unlimited credits, y'all. You will never see me depressed ever again. If you just let me get on ClassPass and you sponsor me ClassPass, I will do anything. But until then, y'all, it's out for that only reason. It's in when other studios and other businesses want to add their business to ClassPass, making it quite accessible and financially accessible for most people. Listen, I don't know how many times I have to say this. My laser hair removal service without ClassPass out of pocket was $210 once a month. Every 6 weeks. So that's literally once a month. And when I tell you $159 a month for 80 credits on ClassPass, technically I just got 80 credits. 60 of those go, yes, I know, a big chunk, but we work with what we have, okay? I don't want to spend $300 yet. Okay, we're working on getting our money up and our funny up, okay? But there will be signs when I get my money up. Don't even play about it with me. Don't even play about it. And so I say this because it's either $210 out of pocket for my laser hair remover service without tip including, by the way. That's not including tip. Or $159 a month for 80 credits. 60 of those go to my services and my laser hair removal. And then the rest of the credits, I can do a little fitness class every now and then. Seems like a steal to me. Argue with the wall. I don't give a shit. Oh, argue with the wall. But anyways, my next out. This is actually my number one favorite of outs this 2025. What I want to see, my number one thing I want to see out for fall 2025 and onwards, and I do apply this for like the colder months, okay? I want to see you guys stop dating. Listen, before you crucify me, before you come up my neck, before you call me bitter, before you call me, oh, she's going to die alone with 7 cats. Hey, that sounds like a better time than being time with a man. Oh, listen, here's the thing. I'm going to say my piece. I have seen some of my baddest bitches in my day and some of my homeboys, okay? Just my homies. Just my very few single homies left. Handful. You bitches go insane in the fall and winter times when it comes to dating. I see some of you baddies in fucking nightmares of situations. Voluntarily. No one held a gun to your head saying you got to date somebody in the fall and winter time. Because you bitches let it cloud your judgment. You bitches let it cloud your priorities. Because what I hate to see, and I have to hear about it, because everybody wants to be like, no, like things ended badly. I'm like, listen, kind of your fault, babe. Kind of your fault. You knew you weren't ready to date. You knew you weren't ready, and then you did it anyways, and now you're heartbroken for the 10th time. Listen, I get it. We all get a little lonely. It's cool. I understand the sentiment. But I am saying fall and winter times, stop dating. It clouds your judgment because you're tired and lonely. Then you start picking the dumbest bitches. You start picking the dumbest fools out of the bunch. You open Hinge and you hear it's like a fucking like war zone in there. Then you're like, well, I'm lonely and I just want to be touched. And I'm like, listen, I'm not knocking it, girl. We've all been there. We have been there. It's okay to admit. It's okay. But what I don't want to hear is that you come crying to me a couple months later being like, it didn't work out. I'm like, well, because you picked the guy that sucks. Oh, you picked the girl that sucks. You picked the wrong person because you were a little horny and lonely. No, baby girl, I don't want to hear it. I just don't. I don't, girl. I don't. And that's why I'm a big advocate for let's not date in fall and winters. And especially it's out for fall 2025 and into winter 2025. And like, I only apply this to the colder months because it clouds your judgment. You're over here horny, lonely. Once again, not judging. Just saying the obvious, okay, mama, it's okay to want to be held and touched and cared for. No one is saying that's a bad thing. But then some of y'all get too desperate and then you start dating. Cool. Date. But then it clouds your judgment because then you're laid up next to a liar the whole time and all you guys do is fuck and argue in bed. Do you guys go anywhere? Did you guys even do a pumpkin patch? Did you guys do anything interactive? Listen, if you're just doing it for no strings attached, go for it. If you're just doing it for a little sexy time with dance with no pants on, hey, do it. But I don't want to hear you telling me like, oh, I think he's the one. Oh, I think she's the one. Like, I'm like, no, babe, they're not the one. It's just cold and you're lonely. You're touch deprived. No, babe, I don't want to hear it because then you start picking the wrong ones. Then you start finding out all the red flags after the illusion that they gave you. Okay. And then I have to hear about it. I'm like, girl, this is what happens. Like, I just don't want to hear it. Like, I just don't want to hear how your casi algo, whatever, like, ruined your day, ruined your life. Girl, there were signs. There always are. Hello. There are always signs, babe. There are always signs. And whether you choose to ignore them, that's up to you. We've all been there. We all have lived and learned. I get it. And like I say this for the final time, y'all. Fall out. Big one for me into the winter. And I'm going to apply this out for every cold season for the fall and winters. The biggest out for me is dating. I just don't want to hear about it. And I know you bitches are going to call me bitter. You bitches are going to call me, oh my gosh, she's just so jealous. I'm like, no, girl. You think I'm jealous? Of what? You're jealous that you're falling for the guy that told you no strings and he's doing everything like as like if you guys have strings attached, and then you start crashing out, and then you're like, no, but he like he what did he do? What did he say? Oh, he told you he doesn't like. Okay, okay. And then you think I'm going to be jealous of that? You guys argue as if you're a couple and you're not. You guys share the same bed, get some pounding in. Love that for you, baby girl. But then you argue. The second one of you guys decides to entertain somebody else. Oh, but they're not your partner, so you can do that. Oh, and then I have to hear about it. You think I'm jealous? You think I want to hear about that bullshit? I don't. Oh, you think I want to hear about? Oh, like she's just jealous. Like I can tell you just haven't been touched in a girl. I'm actually very happy about that, to be honest with you. I hate seeing men happy. I hate the thought of a man enjoying my body. Oh, once I get disgusted, I got the ick, bro. I don't know what to tell you. And you think I'm jealous? Oh, what? You guys argue and fuck all day? Did he even buy you dinner? Did he DoorDash you something? No, did he? Right. And you think I'm jealous? Girl. That's why, once again, fall out, big one for me, and will always be out for me, is going to be dating. Because all of you guys ignore every red flag because it's cold, you're lonely, you're touch starved, and sometimes you got to rise above it, girl. I know it's hard. I know sometimes you got to rise above it. You got to be like, I'm a little touch starved, but that's what the vibrator's for. That's why you flick the bean. That's why you get some post-nut clarity. Instead of having to go out and date some fuck-ass fool that all you guys do is fuck and argue and you guys aren't even together. Oh, like I said, did he buy you dinner? Did he even ask how your day was? No. He didn't, or they didn't. And you think dating in fall 2025 and winter and onwards for the colder months is valid? No, y'all. It clouds your judgment. Then you start to think, no, you start to rationalize the red flags. You're like, well, he did say no strings, but like he's really acting like, you know, like he's the, or like they're acting like they're the one. Like she asked me how my day was at work and all that. I'm like, baby, I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this real bad. They don't give a fuck. They don't care if you live or die. They're planning in their little work pad right now when they're gonna dip. They have their own timeline of when they're gonna leave. Because if they wanted to stay, they would have asked you formally and they would have taken you seriously. They would have taken you out. They would have actually planned something with you. They would have been like, hey, so I want to see you. I want to keep seeing you. But no, all you guys do is fuck, order food, and don't go outside and argue. And you guys aren't even together. Girl, get the fuck out of my face with that bullshit. Oh, listen, listen. That's out. Dating in the colder months forever and always, in my opinion, and no hate to anyone towards that does it, it's just an out for me. Dating in any capacity in the colder months because it clouds your judgment. You get a little stupid, you get a little silly with it. It's colder outside, so you're like, oh, I'm craving a 200-pound man that will fix me. Babe, he's going to destroy your life. I hope you know that, right? He's going to tell you, I love you mid-missionary, and then you're going to be like, oh my God, like he's the one. Then he's going to leave you, or you're going to leave him. And all you guys do is fuck, order food, or argue, or all three in that order. And you think you want to do that? You're fine with that? Girl, if you really for real have checked in with yourself and you're fine with it, cool, girl, do it. If you're in the mood to just have fun and do it, by all means, do it. But is it ever casual? No. I see some of the scariest crash outs of my day over something like that. And it's not cute. It's not funny. It's terrifying. And then I have to hear about it. I'm like, girl, all the red flags were there. And that's the point. You rationalize the red flags because it's cold and you're horny outside. Oh my God, that's the point I'm trying to make. That's why it's out, fool. That's why don't even hit me up with that shit. Listen, you will know if they're interested or not. You will know. But I promise you, you guys ordering Postmates, you guys pounding each other on that mattress, and you guys arguing about who said who. Oh, don't worry about them, babe. Don't worry about it. Girl. You'll know if somebody likes you. And if they don't show any signs of that, babe, prepare yourself for what's about to happen. You're over here like, my man, my man, my man, my girl, my girl, my girl. No. Did they ask you? Oh, clearly not. Right. He cares about me. Did he take you somewhere? During daylight hours, okay? Heavy on daylight hours. Right, he didn't. Okay. Interesting. What'd you guys do today? Oh, you guys sat in the house after work, and you guys do that every day. Interesting. Okay. All right. Well, babe, dating is out for the colder months. It's cute when you're like in the summer, springtime, because it's a little more airy, it's a little more fun. You can like be a little more serious. But babe, dating in the colder months, do you really want to hear that liar next to your bed farting in there as if he's your man, as if they're your partner for real? No. They're in your house. Why? Are they paying for something? Are they fixing the light at least? Are they making your life easier? No. Right. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, that's a big chunk of this episode, because my thing is, fool, it's like I just don't get it. I just don't understand. Like every time I see the baddies out and about, fall, winter, you guys are like, okay, let's date. I'm like, cool. Love the idea. You meet somebody, right? Then you tell me you guys do everything that a couple does, yet no title. Interesting. And then you swear you're okay with it because you're in the inside, you're like, I just want to be loved and cared for and being intimate with somebody aside from sex. Okay, that is a thing. And then you tell me that all you guys do is argue as if you guys are together like a married couple when he hasn't asked you to be his anything, by the way. You sure you're okay with that, baby girl? You sure? Are you trying to rationalize that you're okay with it? Oh, I said the quiet part out loud. Listen, I am once again reiterating for the billionth time, like, I'm just here to express that, like, if you have checked in with yourself the entire process and you're like, okay, I just want to enjoy somebody, I just want to enjoy their company, I just want to get some, meow, 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 or pee, 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 and call it a day, and you are okay with that, and you find somebody that's on that same wavelength, cool. No hate towards you, mama. Do you? You have my support. But when I start to see during the fall and winter times, heavily, mostly, that my baddies are out there being sexy, being beautiful, being stunning and amazing, and my homeboys, they're out there, putting their heart back out there, respect. Then they're like, oh yeah, I met somebody. I'm like, awesome, that's amazing, that's so cool. Then you like check in with yourself, you check in with them, you guys don't align, but you guys continue to go forward anyways. And then next thing you know, y'all are acting like you're together when they haven't asked you to be there anything. You guys barely go out in public together. You guys argue about what is what. You guys don't go on trips together. You guys just do the deed and you guys eat food. I don't know what to tell you, baby girl. And then you convince yourself that you're okay with something like that when in reality, you're not. And that's okay to not be okay with that. But let's not rationalize that you're okay with it. Let's not convince ourselves that we're okay with something that we're not okay with. That's the deeper meaning behind that. That's the deeper meaning of what I mean when I say don't date in the colder months, especially fall 2025. That's a big out for me because it clouds your judgment. I'm sorry. It's okay to want to be loved and yearned and cared for. But babe, don't try to rationalize saying that you're okay with whatever this person is doing and then you're not. Babe, just stop dating. Just don't do it. It's so easy. Like I hate to tell the tea, but it's quite easy when you realize that there's nobody that's actually worth the investment. Girl, There is nobody worth it. Like, literally not for me at all. Quite honestly. I shudder at the idea of opening an app. Ugh! I shudder. Do you think I want to talk to a human being, let alone a man, so he can piss me off? Ugh. Let's stand up a little bit, babe. Go out with the homies. Girl, I don't even know. Like, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like, dating is out for fall 2025 and onwards, and only in the colder months. Because I just don't see the point. Like, you're gonna get horn doggy because you're in the house a little more. I get it, It's cold outside. Well, not in LA, but for the most part, at least normally it should be. And then you start dating somebody, they have all these red flags, you rationalize them, you convince yourself you're okay with it because you do just want to be loved up. And once again, that's not a bad thing, but we have to be honest with ourselves, y'all. The colder months make you a little stupid in the head sometimes, and that's okay. If I've been there many, many years ago, I'm no longer on that route nor path. But once you open your eyes and realize it's not worth it, and not one person is genuinely worth the time, I promise you, you will be free. Because anytime I see my baddies just in tears, they're just devastated. And I'm like, babe, I don't know what to tell you. Like, all the flags were there. I don't, I'd love to help you out. It's okay to want to be loved, but it's okay to also love yourself enough to walk away instead of rationalizing and trying to tell yourself that you're okay with something that you're not okay with. Like, I just don't know, girl. Every time, just dating fall 2025 and on the colder months out, it just makes you stupid. It makes you delusional. You start to believe a person. You start to, like, you meet somebody cool, awesome. Then you guys don't really align in values, or you find out down the line that you guys don't align. You guys want different things, but you still continue to go forward with it because you guys are both horny and lonely. And then you guys start fighting like you're a married couple when you guys are nothing. They ask you to be nothing. They're not your girlfriend, boyfriend, partner, nothing. And you guys argue as if you guys are, and you're not. Then you guys do the deed, eat some dinner, and then what? Do the same thing the next day? And you think that's fun? And then in your mind, if you're cool with that, cool. If that's what you want, if that's the setup y'all set up for both of you guys, both parties are in agreement, cool. But 90% of the time, I never hear it's like the same ever. I always hear the end, and then like somebody's already sobbing and crying and throwing up about it. And then I have to hear about it. And I'm like trying to be sympathetic. I'm like, babe, did you not see all of these flags? Like, I'm trying to be sympathetic here. I really am. I'm trying to hear you out. But like, there were a lot of moments you could have walked away and you didn't. And look, it happens to the best of us. It's okay. It's hard to walk away sometimes. But you got to learn how one day. One day. And it's time sometimes. And so I say this because that's how the story goes. I see some baddies in my day. I see people in general, not even just people I know, that fall, winter comes around, they open those apps, they're ready to fall in love. Hopefully they find somebody, you meet somebody cool. You guys don't align mostly for the 90% of the time, but you guys continue to go forward with it anyways, and then one person gets upset or gets heartbroken over somebody that was never yours. Okay. Uh-huh. And then all you guys do is argue, have some good pounding, raw sometimes, and then you guys what? Cuddle. Okay, cool. Love that for you, baby girl. Happy for you. But that's all you guys do. Did you guys go to a zoo? I don't know. Did you guys go to the beach together? Did you guys do something that you both like to do? Cool, you guys did. Great. Did they ask you to be your anything? Oh, they didn't. Oh, okay. And you're not okay with that, but you pretend that you are because you don't want this to end because you're horny, lonely, and you both are. Girl. And you're trying to convince me that fall and winter dating is a good idea? Girl, I have made those mistakes too, where I was clouded by being lonely and horned up in my day. When I was like 19, I did that bullshit. When I was like 20, early 20s, I did that shit. Now, when I think about it, I don't even want to open the dating apps. I don't even want to download them. So what? I can get into a situationship and have trauma. Oh, babe, I'm good, actually. I'm very much okay with rotting on my couch every night for 50 nights, 50 days, if that's what it means, if that's what it takes. Because what? No one will be in my bed. And that's lovely to me. I actually don't want you in my bed. I don't want you anywhere near where I sleep. And I'm going to continue forward with this because I'm very passionate about this out. Because my thing is, it's like, I just don't understand. Babe, you got to be a little stronger. You got to be a little stronger. It's okay to want to be loved. It's okay. You want to be touched. You want to be yearned for. Look, I'm not here to judge you for that. But at a certain point, you kind of have to ask yourself if you're okay with something like this. And then sometimes you say yes, sometimes you say no. But what I don't want to see, my final words, what I hate to see and what I am very passionate about this, fall 2025 and the colder months 2025, fall winter 2025 out, and I will be applying it personally in my experience for me, myself, and I to the colder months. Don't even date. Don't even bother. Because you want to know why? I've seen it happen too many times. But anyways, y'all, my final words I have to say are just don't date in the fall, winter times. Clouds your judgment. You end up making decisions you know you shouldn't. It's okay to live and learn a little bit, but sometimes, y'all, we got to learn to walk away. And don't rationalize something that you know you're not okay with. If the person that you're with or you're, seeing or whatever, you guys don't align with what you guys want in the near future, it's time to walk away. I know it's hard. I know it's cold outside. I know you're lonely. We have all been there, babe. It's okay. It's okay. But you will make a little more mistakes during those times because you're lonely, you're cold, it's cold outside, like you miss somebody maybe, and once again those things are okay to feel. But then I have to hear about it because then I'm like, girl, all the red flags were there. I understand. I do. I want to be sympathetic. I do. But at the same time, babe, like all the red flags were there, girl. I understand, but babe, I'm going to hold your hand. Come on. And it's like we're all smarter. I know we are smart people. Some of us are a little silly, but I know we can be smarter. I know we can be better. And once again, I only say this because if you're going to sit here and say, oh, you're just jealous, you just say this because you're just going to be lonely and die with 7 cats. First of all, that sounds like an amazing time. Don't make me mad. Okay. Second of all, if you think I'm going to be jealous of a little situationship that somebody has, that you watching this judging me has, and you guys argue, fuck each other raw, and on top of that, you guys don't do anything remarkably or remotely special to each other, and you guys are not a title, you guys are nothing, and then you think I'm going to sit here and say that I'm jealous? Oh, babe. No. I'm not jealous if you're dating some loser that has no intention of ever making you their official partner. Babe, trust me. You think I'm going to relive? You think I want to do that? You think I'm jealous? Oh, girl. Love yourself. You think I'm jealous of somebody fucking me raw and not caring about me after? Girl, trust me. Not in this life, not in the next life, not in any life type of mine. Because trust, it's like you're just jealous. Jealous of what? You guys fuck raw, only order food together, stay in each other's places. He doesn't help you with anything. He doesn't help you with bills. You don't help contribute in any way either. You guys are not a title. And he claims he cares about you, yet he doesn't answer your calls or texts when you guys are not hanging out together. He's incredibly hard to get a hold of. That's not nighttime. He's never taking you out during the daylight hours. And if he's done all of those things and he still does not see you as a partner, or he, they, whatever, whomever, you think I'm going to be jealous of that? In what world? Arguing with somebody that's not even my person? Oh, girl. No, that's why it's out. That's why final words, fall 2025, major out into the colder months. I don't want to see y'all dating because it makes you a little silly, makes you a little kooky because you guys are both touch starved. You guys are both horny. It's lonely outside. I get it, girl. Work is hard. We're in tough times. We're in a recession. I get it, baby. I get it. It's okay. Maybe you're missing somebody. Maybe you just want to be cared for, you want to be loved, that's totally fine. That's not a crime. But what I hate to see is the situationship soft launch, if you will. That's the term I'm coining, because you meet somebody, cool. You guys don't align in anything and what you guys want in the future. Oh, I'm emotionally unavailable. Oh, I'm available. Somebody's unavailable, somebody isn't. Or no, somebody isn't available, somebody is. And then you guys get together anyways, knowing it's the wrong thing, and everything crumbles and shambles. And then you ask yourself, why did this happen? You know why. I know it's tough to walk away, baby girl, but sometimes you got to hear from me. I'm not going to be sympathetic. I'm sorry I said it. Sympathy is a knife. Sympathy is a knife, okay? Like, word to my girl Charlie XCX. But quite honestly, baby girl, you do you. Check in with yourself at every step of the way when it comes to somebody. And if you guys don't align, it's time to walk away. I don't care how much you like them. I don't care how much you love them. I don't care, because then I have to hear about it, babe. And if you're like, you're gonna die alone with 6 cats, first of all, that sounds like an amazing time. Second of all, I don't get jealous of something like that. You think I'm gonna be jealous of somebody that just, you guys lay up together, do the dance with no pants on, you guys argue like if you're together and you guys aren't, they have shown you no interest and further interest, and then they treat you like they're your partner, yet they don't officially call you that for however many years, months, and you guys let it slide all this time, and you're okay with that. Not me. No. Like I said, we all learn from our mistakes, and I have. So I'm ending it with that. But my next thing also similarly goes with like the one thing I said. My next out, being stressed over someone you aren't even in a relationship with. I don't want to hear it. I don't. You guys be in fake situationships that are just delusions. And you guys say, oh yeah, we fought last week. We? Did they ask you to be your partner, babe? Oh, but you swear you're fine with it. You swear like, yeah, of course. Like, I'm totally fine with not being, I'm just cool with going with the flow. Then months and months, almost years pass, and then you guys end things, and you guys are sobbing and crying and throwing up, and you're like, but I thought, no. I don't have sympathy for that type of bullshit. I just don't, fool. I just don't. I've heard it too many times. I have been on the other side of that. I have made my fair mistakes in that aspect, and I learned from them that I don't want to do that anymore. I have learned my problems. I have learned my flaws. And quite honestly, I don't want to do that. And I also don't want to be the person that cries to their friends and cries to the people in their life when all the red flags were there, all of them were there. And I just chose to be a little silly, a little immature about it. I don't want to hear about it. I don't. Because I see some of the baddest bitches in my day in the past. They're like, yeah, my casi algo. You're casi what? Casi algo? Mama. And you want me to feel bad? I don't feel bad for you, actually. Baby girl, walk away. It's been 10 years. And you're somebody's casi algo? Girl. Oh, it's been a couple months? Babe, ask them. What's the conversation going to do? Oh, they tell you they don't want to be with you? Walk away. Oh, they tell you, actually, I'm still trying to figure this out. You decide what happens next. It's not rocket science by any means. You just got to learn to not let the emotions cloud the judgment. It's very hard. I'm not saying I'm perfect at it either. We are not perfect beings. We are not perfect people. But what I will say is I don't want to hear about it. That's my thing. I don't want to hear about you arguing with somebody that's not even your partner, getting into a fight with somebody that's not even your partner officially, and then you guys act like a partner together, yet there are still so many red flags in the way, and then I have to hear about it many, many months or years later. They're like, I just don't understand what happened. You know what happened. All the signs were there. All the signs were there. All of them. And you chose to ignore them. I can't really feel that bad. I'm so sorry. I can't. I can't. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't want to hear you talking about how any of that. Like, I just don't. I've heard too many of my friends in the past tell me about it. I'm like, girl, but all the signs were there. They told you. They showed you with actions that they're not good for you. It's like, cool. I will give you 3 times before you make me mad. If you go for a 4th and onward and you're still doing this shit to me, I'm not going to even hear about it. I'm not going to sit here and hold your hand when you chose to do this to yourself. And I'll give you some grace if you're younger. Like if you're in your early 20s, girl, by all means do it. I understand. We've all been there. It's a learning experience you have to go for, and you have to learn from it. The quicker you learn it, the quicker you do it, the quicker you can learn from it, and quicker you can learn what you did and did not like about that experience. And that goes for every single thing in your life, not even just relationships. It goes for every single thing in your life. And then it gets to a point where I have to keep hearing about it for different people, different individuals, and I don't want to hear it, bro. I don't. I can't be sympathetic. Like I just can't sometimes. So that's what I'll say on that. You can listen to the rest part of this in the past. My next thing, algorithms. Girl, fuck IG. Fuck TikTok algorithms. I'm shadow banned on IG, by the way. So there's that. I hate an algorithm. I hate it. They're so bad and they're always so horrible. That's why I'm pro like just doing your own thing, like newsletters, like emails and stuff like that. But I also want to say, to contribute from the previous thing, my next thing, aside from algorithms, my next thing is going to be TikTok. Out. I say this every year. If you all really want me to talk about why I hate TikTok so much, I will definitely love to give you an analysis on it. But nobody asked, nobody cares. But that's my thing. I say this every year, every time. Every out for fall 2025 and onwards is always TikTok, by the way. That's me. Next thing, conservative and Republicans. Do I need to say more? Do I need to say more? These some of the dumbest bitches I've ever seen in my day. And so, next thing. Working out any other hour than the morning. I don't care what hour of the morning it is. It's bright and early morning or late morning. I don't care. For me, I'm doing it morning. I need to not have any food in my body to work out. I don't want to hear none of you diagnose me. I don't want to hear any of you guys say, well, actually, I don't care. I've been doing it for 10 plus years of my life. I've been working out before I eat a full meal every single day. And am I dead? No. Knock on wood. Next thing. Oh, anything like I mentioned. Actually, you know what? This is like a repetition. I'm not going to say this one because I already said it because I was just like anything Republican and conservative coded. I just said that. So scratch. Next thing. AI being your therapist or your friend. Listen. I'm going to tell you a little story, okay? I grew up very on my own in regards to like friends and family and all that. I didn't rely on AI to get me through those hard times, now did I? And before you say, but that's your experience, maybe you should learn from it. If I can comfort myself during hard times and I can uplift myself up during hard times, I think you can too without needing an AI therapist or friend. And I'm going to bully you if you do that. Here's my thing. I don't have sympathy for you in that aspect. I don't. You need to learn how to do things on your own. You need to learn how to pick yourself back up because before AI, I didn't have that shit. I didn't have AI to like tell me I'm a good person. I don't need a fucking robot to tell me that. I know I'm a good person. I don't need AI to tell me when I'm being wrong because I know how to check myself. And if I don't know, which is rare, I will have what? Say it with me, team. Human friends to tell me, hey, you're not doing really great in that. Oh, I don't really like that you're doing that. And I will like to listen. Even if I don't like to hear it, I like to listen because I know it's going to be better for me. So don't tell me, oh, I can't, like, I can't, like, I need ChatGPT. No, you don't, fool. And I don't feel sympathy for you in that aspect. If you're over here asking ChatGPT 1,000 different things about, does he like me? Does he care about me? Like, no, he doesn't. I'm going to tell you myself as a human, they don't care about you if you have to ask a fucking robot, by the way. Because my thing is, I just don't care. I don't care that you have to rely on a robot. I just find it embarrassing, by the way. You need to have a little bit of shame. And I'm going to be the one to shame you. I don't want to hear your think pieces. I don't want to hear your debates. I don't want to hear like, oh, that's actually really... And I don't care. What you might need to hear, though, is when it comes to this, when it comes to you needing somebody in a hard time, or you need to know if you're in the right or the wrong, a robot is going to agree with you until you decide to tell it more information. And hey, I'm not here to say I don't use ChatGPT. I do. But for example, I like to use ChatGPT when, like, let's say if my cat is having an issue right now. Let's say hypothetically my cat's not eating at all. And I don't have time to go to the vet really quick. Maybe the next appointment for the vet is in a couple weeks and I don't have a couple weeks, I have to figure out this situation soon, I can ask ChatGPT, hey, what can I do during this time to figure out how to get my cat to eat? What should I do? Where should I go? Recommend me emergency clinics. And for that, I can actually use Google to ask the question. That is something you can use. If you use AI, I'm not here to knock it in your face. Sometimes you do need something like a little bit higher than Google. And I'm saying you should use ChatGPT when it comes to actually needing an answer quick. If it regards to, like, you can't see a vet right away, you can't see a doctor right away. Like recently, I already mentioned this in like the very early stages of the episode. Some guy dropped a fucking weight plate on my hand. I couldn't go to a doctor immediately. I had to schedule an appointment. I had to, make sure I could get, because it happened when I was out and I wasn't home. So I need to come home, and I also have to check my cat when I get home. That's my responsibility to do. And I also sat down and asked ChatGPT, like, hey, what should I do in the meantime, meanwhile I wait for a doctor appointment? Because during this time, I was first checking when my nearest clinic was available, nearest times, etc. And I booked an appointment. But before that, I had to ask ChatGPT, hey, what are some hand tests I can test in regards to see if my hand is okay? Is my hand broken? Obviously, I know it's not a doctor. But during the day it happened, I got an appointment for 2:30 p.m. It was a couple hours before that. The entire time, I just wanted to come prepared until the doctor's appointment. That's a valid reason to use ChatGPT. That's a valid reason to ask an artificial intelligence robot to help you. But I don't want to hear you telling me you use AI and ChatGPT as your best friend, as your only friend, as your therapist, as just a leaning thing to lean on during hard times. I hate to tell you this, and you're going to be really upset and cry about it, and I hope you cry about it. If you don't know how to learn how to pick yourself up during hard times, learn how to pick yourself up from up the floor, and you don't know how to see and comfort yourself through hard times, I hate to break it to you, babe, but you're not going to last in the real world. You just won't. Cry about it, get upset with me all you want about it, but it's the truth. Because you won't be able to tell if you're in the wrong for something, because you can tell ChatGPT all your details, all your side of any story, and it's going to automatically agree with you because you're not saying the other side. You want the robot to be on your side. You want AI to be on your side because you think that you're in the right, and you're not sometimes. And that's okay. We've all made mistakes. We've all been on the wrong side of something. We've all made flaws. We've all made mistakes. That's totally fine. But it gets to be a problem when you say, oh, my AI therapist, oh, my AI friend, or whatever. I don't feel bad for you. Like, I'm not sorry. Like, I don't care. If you don't even have human friends, bro, that can check you every now and then, even family members, baby girl, I'm worried. I really am. So AI being your therapist, being your friend is out, fool. I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to hear about it either. I don't want to hear how AI is your therapist. I don't want to hear that your AI is your best friend. Baby girl, get some fucking human friends. Have some shame in yourself. I don't feel sympathy in that aspect. I just don't. If you don't know how to pick yourself up during hard times, if you don't know how to keep yourself going on your own, and you want to cry to somebody and you don't have anyone to cry to, baby girl, cry to yourself. I know. Harsh truth. But I promise you, it builds some character. Would you rather cry to yourself and learn from that experience to see what helps you as an individual pick yourself back up during the worst of times? Or would you feel ever comfortable talking to an AI robot that is programmed to think that you're always right, that you're never wrong, that AI is your best friend? Babe, a real best friend checks you when you need to be checked. A real family member tells you when you're wrong and will be brutal about it. They will read you for filth. And sometimes you need to hear it. Sometimes you need that harsh tone, stern voice from a human, not some fuck ass ChatGPT robot. I don't feel sorry for you. I really don't. Oh, I had nobody to cry to during this hard time. Cry to yourself. Write in a journal. Grow up. Build a harder shell. Yes, That does make me a bitch to tell you, but grow the fuck up. I didn't have ChatGPT growing up. I just one day woke up and found out it was a thing when I was freshly 25 years old. I'm 26 now. I don't need that. I can pick myself up. Oh, that's good for you. Yeah, that is good for me because I didn't have anyone to rely on, not even a robot to help me. Hello, that's what makes you a person. That what makes you have some character, gives you some fucking grit. Don't tell me, hey, is my best friend, my therapist. Grow up, bitch. I don't care. Next. Let's see. Aura farming. I had to Google that. Honestly, out. Don't really understand the full capacity of it, but it's out. Next thing, TikTok shop. Once again, I talk shit on TikTok forever and always. That's my thing. Next thing, streaming services. Do I need to elaborate? I hate streaming now. I hate it so much. And then my final thing. Saying the gym is your therapy. Now, listen, before you gym bros come and get me. As somebody that has been in the fitness world for many, many years, 10 plus years of my life, at one point, I did believe the gym was my therapy. At one point, I did. I was there when I was, 16, not 35. Okay, grow up a little bit, fool. When I was 16, I thought that the gym was everything. It was all I had. Oh, my life was so hard at 16. Oh, so hard. Then it gets to a point when you get older that I have gone to the gym where I'm fucking depressed. I'm like devastated. I don't even want to be there. I'm so sad. Like, whatever the scenario is, I promise you, it does not help me personally. I don't feel better if I run on the treadmill for 30 minutes. I don't feel better if I did an hour or two workout even when I was depressed. Quite honestly, I'm just glad to get it over with. Sure. But I'm not happy about it. I'm just like, okay, whatever. I still feel like shit afterwards. Like, I don't feel better about the current problem I'm stressed about because it still exists in my life. It's not going away. It's not magically gonna, make me feel better overnight or after a 2-hour gym session. I don't know what to tell you. The gym is not your therapy, homie. Grow the fuck up. You're pissing me off now. The gym is not your therapy. You know what is therapy? Going to a therapist. Actually facing the problems that you have, that you refuse to confront, refuse to see in yourself. Because everybody knows what they need to work on. Don't ever come to me saying, I don't know. Because you do know. You do know what your problem is. You do know the flaws that you have. You do know the shit that you know you have to confront. Yeah, you do everything else in your power to avoid it. One day, bro, when you're 105, if you even make it that far in life, you are never going to be happy. You can do all the weightlifting. You can do all the deadlifts. You can lift all the heaviest circles of iron and metal that you want in that gym. It is never going to make you feel better about yourself. You are never going to come out of there after a 2-hour session. Let's say you're stressed about finances. When you walk out of that gym after a 2-hour session, you are still going to have that problem because it's going to follow you until you face it. Do I need to say more? Yeah. Clock it. Anyways, y'all. This episode was a lot longer than I expected, but nonetheless, y'all, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of the day, whatever time of day it is, whether it's your day, night, morning, whatever the case is. But nonetheless, y'all, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I will see you guys in the next one, and I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves, being healthy, and just doing whatever it is that you need to be. I was about to say the summer's coming. No, the summer is gone, unfortunately. But if you live in California or a colder, warming weather, we're still here for it. So to me, still springtime, even if it's summer technically the past season, but for me, it feels like spring because it's not scorching hot. Well, excuse me. But nonetheless, y'all, I will see you guys in the next episode. Take care. Much love.